You see the headlines. Knowingly exposing others to HIV will no longer be a felony in California. Knowingly exposing others to HIV will no longer be a felony in California. Recently, Governor Cuomo in New York State, and I was going to do a video on this, but he's been trolling. He's been doing a lot of crazy things. He's been saying a lot of crazy things that don't make sense at all. He's trying to pass a bill. He's saying that he refused to sign the budget, New York State budget, unless lawmakers make aborting full-term babies legal. So that means he wants to give the females power to abort their babies for no reason at all. According to him, a baby is not really human until it breathes its first breath. So a woman could carry a child up to 9 months, and right before the child is born, he wants to give them the rights or the power to abort that child before he or her is born. Now we have the governor in California is making it not a felony for someone to transmit HIV to another individual person knowingly. Is this their way of making Californians guinea pigs? Are they making Californians guinea pigs where, like the Tuskegee experiment, yes, you won't be charged for helping us out because now we're testing. So now it's not a felony for you to transmit HIV or AIDS to someone else because now we're working on a cure for that. But we want to see the results of that, so we need more guinea pigs to contract HIV from someone who knowingly passed it on to you, possibly with the motive and intent of murdering you. That's no longer a felony because we're getting something out of it. We're getting guinea pigs. We're getting test rats to test upon. So now you're HIV positive from someone that knowingly passed it on to you. This person sees no jail time. It's not a felony. But yet we're going to take this person in, and now's the opportunity because of the fact that this person is now desperate to live. They're willing to accept anything to live. So now this person is coming to us for help. And now it's time and opportunity to use our new medication, to test our new medication to heal this person. Not knowing any side effects that may come as a result of that. But we need some testers. So now we're not going to make it a felony for someone to knowingly pass HIV to you. So the article reads, Governor Jerry Brown signed a bill Friday that lowers from a felony to a misdemeanor the crime of knowingly exposing a sexual partner to HIV without disclosing the infection. The measure also applies to those who give blood without telling the blood bank that they are HIV positive. So anyone can donate blood even though they are HIV positive, and they only get a misdemeanor, not a felony. So now, if I need blood, I'm gonna have to take the same stance that Jehovah's Witnesses take and don't trust blood transfusions, because you really don't know what you are getting. You can't trust the blood banks no more, because they don't have to disclose that information. They can just donate blood, get paid, and now you're at the mercy of the medical institution to save your life, but yet they're using tainted blood. So if you're affected with HIV, now you're still in the medical facilities grips, because now they have an opportunity to test their medication on you, the lab rat. Measure also applies to those who give blood without telling the blood bank that they are HIV positive. Modern medicine allows those with HIV to live longer lives and nearly eliminate the possibility of transmission, according to State Senator Scott Weiner, a Democrat, and Assemblyman Todd Gloria, Democrat in San Diego, authors the bill. So these are what the Democrats are doing, and you guys are voting for the Democrats. Governor Cuomo is a Democrat governor. And look at what they're doing to the people. And you guys vote for them. It's insane. Today, California took a major step towards treating HIV as a public health issue, instead of treating people living with HIV as criminals. Weiner said in a statement, HIV should be treated like all other serious infectious diseases. And that's what the SB 239 does. Supporters of the change said, the current law requires an extent to transmit HIV to justify a felony. But others note cases have been prosecuted where there was no physical contact. So there was an argument, intent was lacking. Brown declined to comment on his action. HIV has been the only communicable disease for which exposure is a felony under California law. The current law, Weiner argued, may convince people not to be tested for HIV, because without a test, they cannot be charged with a felony if they expose a partner to the infection. In other words, they're taking away personal responsibility. You're able, doesn't matter if you're homeless, if you're a drug abuser, regardless of who you are, you can now donate HIV blood, get paid for it, and not be charged as a felony. We're going to end new HIV infections, and we will do so not by threatening people with state prison time, but rather by getting people to test and providing them with access to care, Weiner said. So this is about business. This is about recruiting more business. I'm going to read that small part again. We are going to end new HIV infections. We are going to end new HIV infections. In other words, we're working on this. We are now become Dr. Frankenstein, where we're creating an end to new HIV infections. But we need some lab rats, some human lab rats we need. And we're offering them less jail time, no jail time if that, if you allow someone to infect you. In other words, anyone that knowingly infects you with HIV, trust us and we can heal you. Now we're working on a healing. We have a bomb. Instead of Gilead, we have a bomb, or there is a bomb in America. We're going to end new HIV infections, and we will do so not by threatening people with state prison time, but rather, check this out, by getting people to test. Getting people to test, to inspire people to test. And in return, we're providing them access to care. Weiner said. Supporters of the bill said women engaging in prostitution are disproportionately targeted with criminal charges, even in cases where infection is not transmitted. Now, it's interesting that they're mentioning women. This is to protect women, to protect prostitute women. They didn't mention anyone else, but they mentioned women in prostitution. They didn't mention anything about homosexuals, but they mentioned women. Supporters of the bill said women engaging in prostitution are disproportionately targeted with criminal charges, even in cases where the infection is not transmitted. Republican lawmakers, including Senator Joel Anderson of Elm Pie, voted against the bill, arguing it puts the public at risk. Now, for you people out there that argue that the Republicans are evil, we have a situation here where the Democrats are offering a bill to allow people that's infected with HIV knowingly to transmit it and not be charged with a felony, because the Democrats want to use you as test wraps. Now, I had a dream a while back, and it's on my dream channel, and I think I have the link on the bottom. If it's not, you know, if you guys want to go check out my dream channel, I'll put the link on the bottom. And in one of the dreams I had, I guess this guy was a criminal, if I can remember correctly, and they were trying to get this man to submit. Because you know, you always hear the cops saying, stop resisting, even someone that's fighting. And what they did was, they gave this guy, if I'm not mistaken, because I hadn't, you know, that dream, it's been a while since I had it, but I don't know if they gave him some type of pill. The minute they gave this person the pill, this person just immediately submitted to them. And it's interesting because after I posted that video, YouTube removed that channel. So I'm gonna put a link, I'm gonna find the video if it's on my dream channel, and I'm gonna put the link on the bottom, and you guys can go watch that video and subscribe to my dream channel. So now we're living in times where they're legalizing They're making it much easier for criminals to be criminals. Things that were illegal at one time is now becoming legal, and things that are legal are now becoming illegal. They're making it easier now for people to transmit HIV without having to tell you. They no longer have to tell you that they are HIV positive, so they can pass death along to you and not be worried about being charged with a felony, because according to them, they have the healing. So this is like some mad stuff that's going on, where the demon craps are literally torturing and burning, or torching and burning America and destroying American citizens. But yet they still vote for demon craps. It makes no sense to me. You're voting for them to destroy you. And keep in mind, the thing that's really mind-blowing to me, as you take, and I keep referencing back to Governor Cuomo in New York, it's like no one is challenging him. All of these things that he's doing, that's insane, not a soul is challenging him. He's met with no oppositions. So it's like they're giving a blank check to do anything, regardless of how horrific it is. He's given a blank check to do anything he wants to do unchallenged. Now he's trying to pass a bill, Governor Cuomo, to like ban plastic bags, and it's unchallenged. I'm gonna do a video on that, because there's a lot of things that Governor Cuomo is doing that's insane. Even though people are leaving New York State, he's still doing crazy things. It's like he's trolling. He wants attention. And when no one pays him any attention, he starts passing all of these crazy laws and these crazy bills. So now he want to give women the power to murder their babies up to 9 months. But no one is challenging him on that. So Republican lawmakers, including Senator Joel Anderson of Alpine, voted against the bill, arguing it puts the public at risk. I am of the mind that if you purposely inflict another with a disease that alters their lifestyle, the rest of their life, puts them on a regimen of medications to maintain any kind of normalcy, it should be a felony, Anderson said during the floor debate. It's absolutely crazy to me that we should go light on this. Anderson said the answer could be to extend tougher penalties to those who expose others to other infectious disease. And don't forget to click on this link. I'm gonna put the link on the bottom of this article and get your Trump mug. Trump 2020, F your feelings. But this is insane, man. This is insane, and this is what people voted for. This is what the demon craps voted for. You voted for them to destroy you. They're only looking for the best interest of themselves, not you. But you voted for them because you hate Trump. They actually brainwashed you into hating Trump. That at least trying to do something to help this country and the people of this nation. So I'm gonna put the article on the bottom. You guys check it out for yourself. Feedback, tell me what you think. Don't forget to donate, and don't forget to get your Trump mug. So until next time, I'm just thinking out loud.